people were writing me, and one guy in particular, I won't mention his name, but he asked for me to clarify why I don't like Polish people. And so, oh, fuck it, I ignored him. It's a stupid comment, how he read that into it. Great, that's fine, but I'd ignored him. Then he wrote back demanding that I reply to his. So, blocked him.
I should have read the back of the label before I did it. It's Polish. We think it's a Polish lager. German. Perlenbacher. Hold that up so you can, if you want to investigate this. I find that what did you say it was? German? Yeah. German, and I've had Polish lager, which normally I would stay away from because they're Polish, but I actually had, normally I would stay away from because they're Polish, but I
accused and convicted, I think, of selling dodgy chicken, rancid meat that needs to be thrown in a hole. They were selling it, all right, and he just happens to have the same name as me, different initial, middle initial, but same first, same last. And I actually have worked with a guy when I worked at Tesco in the warehouse 20 years ago. But yeah, it's not me. It's just a guy who happens to have more offensive than being called a fat twat. Bender. Well, gender bender. Well, I would imagine if you are a gender bender, then that might be. That just reminded me saying about, no, I don't apologize to the French, screw them. French for eating those things. That's just nasty. There, I don't apologize for what I've just said. So, the reminder, it's like, get the fuck out of here. It's an opinion. Everybody's allowed to have an opinion. Just because you don't agree with it doesn't make it wrong. I have arguments with people all over the place about this transgender business. You got 11-year-olds. It's crazy. Personally, I think this transgender business is fucking hokey. But when you've got 11-year-olds, boys who are dressing like girls because in their head they identify that they should have been born a girl. 11-year-olds. You wouldn't trust an 11-year-old with your remote control. There's that old joke about, wouldn't trust an 11-year-old kid with a remote control with a television, but they're being allowed to go to school, long hair, makeup, lipstick, dresses, because they think that they should have been born a girl. 11 years old. They don't know shit about shit, but they know that they've been born with it. I have arguments all the time on YouTube with people who think that I'm an asshole because I think it's wrong.